the ball out.
Cameron Chapman knocked it loose. Tommy Dryden pounced on it.
That's awareness. You're going for the play, but you see the ball. Try to reach out and hit the ball.
3rd and 28.
Ross brings it all the way back to the 47-yard line of Burlingame. 3rd down, 28 yards to go, and down 3 scores.
Well, here I think you're just thinking field position. If you can get some of it back and then kick it away, that's really what you're playing for right now.
Gendro, pump fake, buying time with his legs, and down he goes.
And that's probably the one thing you obviously don't want to happen. You have to tell him either throw it away or try to run it, but don't be indecisive and get sacked, because now you're backed up even further.
Doshbach with 2 touchdown catches and that sack. Time to kick it away for John Philippopoulos.
Loss of 11 yards. 4th and 37 for Burlingame.
6.5 to play here in the 3rd period.
Well, as successful as that first series was for Burlingame, this one complete opposite. Losing yards and, putting yourself in a hole.
Charles Stevenson to kick it away. Takes a hop inside the 25, inside the 20. And touchdown by Burlingame.
Gators take over 1st and 10.
Adam Batat touching it down. 5'7" junior.
And that was good special teams play. Not a bad kick. Get it down there and try to flip the field.
Labarado's team in great position after a 9th consecutive win. And now Burlingame must have a stop.
Well, they have to here. I mean, you can't afford to get down more than what you already are to try to fight back.
From the 18-yard line, leading 28-7. Mason Randall, 3 completions, all big ones. Verkoven, Ben Verkoven, who came off the bench with that massive run. The ball came loose. Burlingame needs a break big time right now.
Yeah, they could use some sort of turnover. Verkoven, his knee must not have hit. Maybe it was just oh, they're giving it back.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's a massive break.
I want to see this again.
One the Panthers had to have.
Yeah. He obviously, when Verkoven was not down, his knee or his butt was, maybe he was laying on a guy. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, he's held. Oh, he stood up. And he is not down. Okay, then it came out. All right.
George Delegon's coming up with it for the Panthers. First turnover on the 26-yard line. Intreri. Griffin maybe getting a little bit of a rhythm now offensively.
Well, yeah, I think there's probably a sense of urgency, so it forces you maybe to be a little more crisp and energize you some. I mean, I think the passing game that Burlingame has shown tonight is kind of loosened up Sacred Heart a bit to where maybe there's a few more running lanes.
2nd down, a yard to go after the pickup of 9. Intreri in motion. Palu with the 1 touchdown for Burlingame. Test the middle, good enough for a 1st down. Bouncing back from a neck strain. Just cleared yesterday.
And again, you've got 5 minutes left in this quarter and then the whole 4th, but there's a part of me, I would have 2 plays called in the huddle just to kind of keep a crispness, because I think when the kids are crisp and into it, they seem to be playing better. When there's a bit of a lag.
Rolling left on play action. Pass across the middle, and he missed Andrade. Tough throw, moving left, coming back right.
Yeah, that's hard for anybody to do that, to throw across your body. I mean, I like what they're trying to do. They see a hole in the middle there of the field with Sacred Heart, but they're just a bit overthrown.
Mitch Martello, the closest man there for SHP.
But I also like what the brothers are doing by throwing the out route. I mean, you've got some yardage here, but try to throw that 5 or 7 yard out and just get it even a little closer.
2nd and 10. Gendro, heat coming from the outside, and down he goes again.
A horse collar tackle. It's going to be a horse collar tackle. Sorry about that. You see the coaches were yelling that too, and so that's going to get them some yardage.
Milan Baldini was the man who dragged down Gendro.
Baldini was there, but just the way he grabbed him, that's going to be a penalty.
Doshbach was coming from the outside.
Oh, it's a face mask. It looked like you better. Yeah.
That's a big break for Burlingame.
I'll tell you what, Burlingame's getting some breaks here. They've got to take advantage of them. Oh, yeah, his face mask. It looked like it was the horse collar from that side, but yep, got him. Either way, yanking on that headgear around the neck, can't do it.
Under 5 to play in the third.
Second and 18, Panthers.
Second down for the Panthers.
Intrari.
Griffin. Ben Burkervin making the tackle.
And that was Intrari's, that's probably his best run of the night. And that's what he is. He just kind of slides and runs, and that was a nice job of reading his blocks there. I mean, it's been tough sledding tonight for Griffin.
Third and 11, Panthers.
Gave him 7 yards on the carry. Third down and 11 to go.
Well, this is 4-down territory, so you don't have to get all 11 here, but boy, if you get a big chunk of it, you give yourself 4th and short.
Cooper goes wide left, Baszler wide right. And Trary in motion. Griffin the ball carrier, takes it inside the 10.
And Intrari did a nice job. He cut it up in, but there was a part of me, it looked like he was going to bounce outside, and it that, man, if you bounce, you maybe could break it a little bigger, but did a nice job reading it, and so they got half of it. So now you're talking 4th and 4.
4th and 6.
4th and 6.
The ball is in the Gators' 9. 4th and 6.
Team that averages 37 points per game on the year, needing this score. Avery Gendro getting the play.
Well, again, you're playing for the 6 yards. I mean, it's only 9 to get in, but you're at this point, you're just thinking first down. Just get the first down.
Baszler wide right. Play action. Gendro buying time, fires across the middle, pass complete.
And who to?
Who else? His brother Cooper.
Just knows where he's going to be. Boy.
About the 6.
And Avery just buying some time here. Patience. Look at that. Look. Then I love, he just steps up a step, and there it is. And boy, you talk about throwing it where no one else could get it. I mean, that was just the perfect spot for that pass.
Martella there on the coverage. First and goal, Panthers. Intrari churning to the goal line. No signal yet. There it is. Touchdown. Crawling back into it again.
Well, I think Intrari's finally getting a little bit of rhythm, and his biggins up front are starting to push Sacred Heart's D-line around just enough. And now you make it that 2-score game with 2:42 and a whole quarter to go, but Burlingame's defense now is going to have to step it up.
And face mask penalty very big on that drive. 28-14.
Well, the face mask penalty and the turnover. I mean, that's taking advantage of a turnover. That could have been the knockout blow if Burkervin doesn't fumble that ball because they were driving.
The one mistake he's made the entire night.
The one mistake. I mean, everything else he's done has been golden.
Now the pressure shifts to the Burlingame defense again.
Well, the key is field position. I mean, and Burlingame has done a better job this half of, I say, pinning back, but at least forcing Sacred Heart to go from the 20 on out versus some of the other parts of the field from the first half. So, again, make them have to work the length of the field.
We mentioned about the incentive of playing in the Open. Philippopoulos, his last 3 playoff losses, 2 to Valley Christian and 1 to SI, saying, hey, those are Open caliber teams anyway.
Yeah, so
give us a crack at it.
Well, exactly. So we have nothing to fear because we're seeing that competition, which gets into what I was saying. These teams are beating up on each other before they even get there. So the nice thing is you're tested. The thing is, though, it's like we're already facing this. We'd like to have a little bit of a break, unlike the other conferences and leagues.
A berth in the Open on the line with a win tonight for both teams, along with a league championship. SHP, 4 league titles in school history. Burlingame, 1.
But what a feather in the cap of Burlingame if you beat and knock off the defending champ.
Squib kick. Knocked loose and pounced down at the 15-yard line.
And you know what? That works great, too, because now, again, you're forcing him 5 yards further back than you did even the last series.
That was Mahoney who pounced on it. We've seen Sacred Heart having the ability to run, and then hit the big pass.
They have. And you know who's been semi-silent to this point? We haven't invoked Andrew Kennedy's name a lot tonight. So, I mean, be curious to see if he'll become more active. And again, you don't want your defensive back making too many tackles. That means they're getting past that second level. But at the same time, we'll see if he's going to be a little more active this series.
First down from the 15. Mason Randall under center.
And I was going to say, speaking Kennedy, he's yelling out barks right now, telling his guys where to line up.
Hold everything. The give was to Mahoney. Flag thrown on the play. Didn't get it off in time.
All right, you see that momentum starting to shift a little more again towards Burlingame's way. They seem to be a little more on the game, a little more into it.
It is 1st and 15 for Sacred Heart.
Jason Selly, the defensive coordinator for the Panthers. Had a couple of stints as head coach at Carlmont High School and second tour of duty with the Panthers. Done an outstanding job. Team giving up 16 points per game. 1st and 15 to go. Running into the teeth of the defense. No surprise, Burke Curvin, the ball carrier. Looks like Hardy.
Yeah, I think
22 Hardy.
I think it was Hardy. They kind of are similar, a little bit similar in size.
2nd and 10.
Hardy having a nice season, averaging 7.5 yards a carry. Got 5 of it back, 2nd and 10. Nearing the 2-minute mark of the 3rd period. Mahoney.
Mahoney, the ball carrier.
Near the 1st down marker.
And that's just a nice run by Mahoney. Boy, he moves pretty fast for a decent-sized kid. That was nice to the end.
1st down, Sacred Heart.
Got the 1st down.
Nice blocking downfield, too.
Pickup of 13.
2:01 to play 3rd period.
Let's see, this is where Burlingame starts to kind of let them off a little bit of the hook.
It's on the 28. Mahoney again.
Mahoney.
1st down run to the 41. 12 more.
And they have just, between the tackles tonight, Sacred Heart has just been very, very difficult.
1st down.
And Mahoney is just, he's been the one that's been chewing up a lot of the yards.
Mark Bechtel, Wyatt Welch, Thomas Rogers, the captain, Kyle Stolder, and Justin Harmon doing an outstanding job up front. First down give, stick with the ground game. Another 5.
Hardy, the ball.
That was Hardy again.
Sorry, Dave, I was going to say at this point, the clock is becoming the enemy now of Burlingame. So, yeah, Sacred Heart's going to chew up the clock while they're chewing up the yardage. And, again, they wouldn't surprise me to see, Randall and to pull off another big play passing. They've done that a couple times tonight.
2nd and 5. Mahoney and Hardy in the backfield. Tinsley in motion. Inside handoff, Mahoney bounces off a 1. A lot of fire from that defense. That's Elijah Urena. showing some emotion for the Panthers.
And I think that's more typical of what I think Burlingame is used to seeing. They're a little more stiff up the middle, but they're facing a heck of a running attack tonight.
Like Pali Palu, also a piece of that tackle. Final 30 seconds. Burlingame needing a stop. Tinsley in motion. And SHP takes a timeout. Pete Lavarado was running out of time. Third down, 4 yards to go for the Gators of Sacred Heart Prep. And that disappointing loss. Great season last year, fantastic, but falling in the state championship game to Corona Del Mar because of the 5 turnovers, 27-15. Had a devastating pick 6 early in that game that really mushroomed the lead. Back with a vengeance, a perfect 8-0 this year.
Well, kind of on a mission. I think they felt that they had something to prove, you know, left a little something on the table. And of course it helps when you have Burke Irvin and some of those other kids coming back with another year of seasoning underneath their belt.
Third down and 4 to go. Burke Irvin back in there. Give it to Ben. Bangs it ahead. Came loose again. Burlingame says they've got the football. This is a huge call.
They're saying
ruled down.
But if that's Burke Irvin, the last 2 times he's touched the ball, it's come loose.
4th down and a big decision time as we wrap up the 3rd period. Right at midfield. Does SHP go for the throw? We'll have the answer when we come back. 3 quarters in the books. It's a 28-14 lead for Sacred Heart Prep. Coming back after this. All right, what do you do here? 4th and a yard if you're Sacred Heart Prep.
I actually think you go for the dagger at this point. I think you get it, you gain it. There's no reason with the backfield and the complement of talent that you have offensively. I think you take it and try to drive it down the field and get that touchdown back.
4th down, a yard to go from the 49-yard line. A 2-score game. The prize for the winner,